when you're not centered in that identity piece and you're dealing with inflation, labor challenges, whatever, which where everyone
True.
who owns a business or is involved in business
Right.
is dealing with that, lead times on products.
Yep.
I mean, all
Yep.
the things. And so those are all details of where people are stuck. And then it becomes a mindset of go, go, go without ever stepping back to go, how do we do this, but not realize it's not the be all end all. If this doesn't happen exactly the way I want. And so we want to control outcomes. Again, I've been in operations for years as well. So I love putting process
Yep.
in place and building structure and doing things right that creates standards and solves for eventual problems. It's understanding there's only so much I have control over. And so it's kind of a letting go. There has to be this release of what I really do have control over, which is who I am, my reaction to things, how I word things, the choices I can make around a situation. So that's where you really start to see people get stuck. We're focused on the details we can't control, when in reality we need to turn back to what choices can I make in this situation, whether it be how I phrase something, how I manage someone, how I plan for something, and just because otherwise the world will keep moving. It's going to run you over.
Right. That's true. I mean, I can control what I say to you, but not necessarily how you react.
Correct.
Even if it's the nicest thing ever, and
Yeah.
I kind of plotted it out, and it was with constructive feedback.
And I think what we underestimate now is people, especially as people are again coming back to workplaces and things like that, we're underestimating the pain and struggle they've been over. Where they've been really enjoyed working from home, and I get it.
Right.
But what is that? What are they coming into the workplace with now?
Yeah.
Because there are families, right? They've been home more together now, but they really may not have been together. And you don't know what that looks like.
Yeah. So what I didn't ask you out of all that is how you came up with the name.
Honestly, I don't even remember. I'll completely transparency.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was something I put together, but it all centered around hope. And when, a conversation I was having with someone recently of, what is hope? And, you can go to a biblical route, but I'm like, hope is a vision for something better. It's for something bigger than where you're sitting now. Because, somewhere down the line, you're sitting in, whether it's dysfunction, despair, frustration. Hope is that light where we're looking towards something that's better for all of us.
Nice.
And it's that feeling of being able to get out of stuck in the daily details of my alarm went off at 6, I got to have this at 6:05, I got to get the kids out the door by 7, to realizing, yes, those are all things that are part of my day, but what is the hope? Like, and the world needs hope, right? The more,
way more of it. Yes. Yes, we do.
The more as people we can shine light into other situations, I think the more we'd be amazed at how many people are more like us and struggling with the same battles and frustrations than we think we're all alone, isolated in a corner.
Yeah, that's beautiful and so true. So true. You teed up my last question perfectly.
You're welcome.
I see what you were doing there. But, this concept of city on a hill, that's really what it is, right? It's like that shining light where we're, I think both being a representation of something, but then helping others, right, with that light. So what does that mean to you, Ben, to be a city on a hill?
There's so much in that, and I love that. First off, let me say, I go through days where I'm like, did I even do that today, right? I have my days too, like everyone else. We have to remember, people get caught up in perfection, and you got to realize it's more about being real. Forget about being perfect. Be real. And so it's days to be vulnerable, but because I think where people get caught up in the city on a hill is, I need to be this example to everyone. And yes, we need to see the good, but it's also good to see people being human.
Right. Yep.
And so for me, whether it's in my employment, as a father, as a family, it's realizing we're not perfect. It's being the best example of ourselves that we can be, the good, the bad, the struggles, the real, the hurts, the pains, the just whatever, and letting other people see. One, it's okay to be me, but then also encourage them to shine their light. I had a dream probably 6-7 months ago, and as I was sitting there thinking about the Give Hope Project, it was like a room of people that were, for lack of a better, it was pitch dark, but you knew there were shapes of people.
Okay, yeah.
And I won't say that I was lit up, but it was interesting to watch lights in people change because of whatever I was doing in that moment.
Yeah.
And their light come on. And that was kind of an encouragement to me of, this is what this is supposed to be, and this is how this is supposed to move forward, and watch people's lights come on that I may never see or know them, because I didn't know any of the people.
Yeah.
And just know that how you interact with the grocery store clerk today, or the person at the counter at the pizza place today, you'll never know the impact you have on them.
Right.
But maybe they go home and talk to their family different because of how you talk to them.
Yeah.